place to call home. All right, gonna do a quick stream talking about this tournament. So actually, we should start with A block. So it's X Rare, the other tournament. Yesterday we talked about Wai Wai Cup, which is gonna be 3 out of the 4 days of events this weekend, starting tomorrow. And so this is going to actually happen before the actual Wai Wai Cup tournament. It's going to be a X Rare. How many teams are on this? Let's see. We have 7 for this block, plus another 7, plus another 7, plus another 7. 28 teams between the 4 blocks. I tried to organize it so it's easy to look at. But yo, what's up, Romaine? But yeah, I haven't really made much of my predictions yet. Some of the names I couldn't translate fast enough, so I may not know them in the moment. But anyway, there's still a slot for an LCQ as well. So really, what I'm gonna do is kind of just run through the teams quick as I can, give my thoughts on the matchups, and then that'll be it. Not gonna be an entirely long stream. Also, we're listening to The Keeper, Marcus's new album, so thought it'd be a 2-for-1 chill and chill type stream. And then I got some random Fightcade matches going on in the background. So we got a little of everything. Alright. Cool. So, A block. Left-hand side. Team number 1. By the way, Japanese tournaments are not seeded. Normally what they do is they just draw the names out of a hat. So, nice fake CPS chain 55. So, yeah, normally they just kind of draw names out of a hat, and where you fall is where you fall. So some of these round 1 matches might be sus. Alright. So actually, we're not going to start with team number 1. The first match that's on the left-hand side will be team number 11. This is with Shinoni and Fuji playing X-Sagat. So in X-Rare, you have to play the same character. You can't have like an old and a new character at the same time. It can only be one. So Shinoni's going to be rocking it out with X-Sagat, essentially. Let's get another match loaded up. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. They're going up against a Guile team. It's going to be a Guile and TZW. It's kind of interesting, right? TZW, combo maker, legend. And Guile wins this match, man. Guile beats Sagat pretty bad, I think. Once Sagat gets cornered, it's kind of over. So that's going to be tough. I give that one to the Guile team. Obviously, it's, Oh, also, this is double elim, which is kind of interesting. Not a lot of Japanese tournaments are double elimination. So even if you get a bad draw, since, you can get countered pretty easy. It's not like, oh no, I lost, let me have my teammate cover my back. You guys are playing the same character, so if you get counterpicked, like, your whole team got counterpicked. 2v2. Winner of that Guile match that I just mentioned, the Guile Sagat match, will fight the Osaka Chun-Li team, which is Buster and Maki. They're going to be playing Chun. So on the left-hand side, you got, Sagat versus Guile, which I give that one to Guile, and then Guile versus Chun. You can go either which way, but I give that one to Guile. I feel like team number 5 of U and TZW on the left-hand side are going to make it to the winner side of this bracket. Yo, what's up, Yoga Boy? On the other side, we'll start from the top. I can read that. It says Ara Iwan. No relation to me, of course. But that's going to be Chloe-Wan and Ara. They're both Honda users. They have a nice match. They get to fight Dino Game Room. It's Tetsu and what did that say? Shibeta with Barlog. So it's gonna be Honda, Vega, or Claw or Balrog. I don't know. I talked to so many people recently, and when I say Barlog, they're like, why are you talking about Boxer? So now I have to start using American names again. But anyway, it's going to be Honda, Barlog, Balrog, Claw. Honda Claw match. I think Kloywan and Aura got the sauce for that one. I feel like they got the sauce for that one. At the bottom, it's going to be another Chun match. So team number 22, which is Erica and Borute. And they're going to fight TMF and another Zangief. I'm not familiar and I can't read that. But I think it's Kuroi Zangief, maybe. So Zangief team versus Chun team. Obviously tough for the Zangief team, but in terms of legendary status, there's TMF there, so I feel like Team 14 can definitely take that. So Team 14, so the Zangief team versus the Honda team. It doesn't matter. I think the winners finals of this A block is gonna be the Guile team on the left hand side versus the Honda team. That's my guess. Upsets can happen because some of these matches are pretty volatile. Like, you know, if the Zangief team loses to the Chun team, and then the Honda team still wins, they gotta fight Chun. Think about how different it is fighting between Chun and Zangief. So they're praying that that the Zangief team does well, just so they have a much easier match after that. But in any case, the Guile team, the worst case scenario for them would be that the Claw team moves on, team number 25, and then they would have to defeat two Balrogs. That's a worst case scenario. But this pool does not look super dangerous. I think the Guile team is a good shoe-in to at least make it top 2 out of this pool. So A block's looking kind of alright. Also, this is going to be streamed, I believe, on the Big One Twitch channel, so, and YouTube and whatnot. So, I hope to do an English restream either at the same time or the next morning. We'll see. Alright, let's move into B block. B block. Starting from the bottom left. I think this is, I guess, Aaron. It says Airy Tail for their team name. So maybe it's Aaron and Softail Chun-Li, team number 15. And they're going to fight yet another Zangief team here. So it's going to be team number 18, Stomach Momio and Ponimura Zangief. Very unfortunate. Chun's just getting stuck with Zangief. Well, unfortunate for the Zangief players, right? Well, this is Momio and Pony. Unless Softail is on one, I don't know, man. Like, it's weird, right? Because you look at matchup chart, like, you look at numbers, and then I look at veteran status. I'm like, you know what, man? This is Pony we're talking about. This is Momio. But does it make a difference? Because the winner of that match has to fight Balrog that I'm not familiar with, plus Opemai. So, either way, does it matter who wins between Team 15, 18? Because they're going to have to fight Opemai anyway. Yeah, it'd be like that. On the right-hand side, we'll start from the bottom. So I guess you're going to have an LCQ. I already took a peek at the bracket, and last year they did have Hurion and Viper teamed up together. Neither of them are on the docket so far, so maybe they take a last chance qualifier. Also, there's no Bison team. There are no boxers. All right, Rocky and Apollo decided they're gonna sit this one out, but who knows? Maybe they take one of the LCQ spots. They're gonna have to fight Kanunoko and Diritosh Ryu. Yeah, a Ryu team. So LCQ versus Ryu team. Then on the top, this is a nasty match. This is kind of disgusting. I gotta say it. But better sooner than later, right? So if you guys can read it, it's a Psycho Dream which consists of Yu Vega and Murasaki. Also, I'm going to put up the music a little bit. If it gets too loud, let me know. Let me know how that sounds. If it's too loud, let me know. Also, what up, Guiber? Mike Lee. So, Psycho Dream versus Twin Claws. One of those names you can read. It's Noguchi and then Hokuto. So, looking at the right-hand side, Team 10 versus Team 17, that could easily be like a grand finals type match, you know? I'm pretty sure last year's X-Rare, Noguchi won it after they made a bit of a comeback against the Ken team. Another 55, look at that. They made a comeback against the Ken team, but it was kind of a sus win. It was weird. It was like Matsun got the safe jump and then he didn't press a button after and just got thrown. But anyhow, yeah, Murasaki has defeated Noguchi in FT10 series. I think he won like 10-6, 10-5 maybe. I mean, Yu Vega. What match is in the screen? It's a random Fightcade match. I'm just throwing on random Fightcade matches. I don't know who. I'm just looking for anyone that's playing. In case anyone gets bored of my voice, they can watch a random Street Fighter. Or you can look at my face down there. If you guys are okay with my face. Yo, what up, Norman? Yeah, I basically did this during my fake lunch break today. I was like, I need people to get this album. And if you don't, I will stare at you. Alright, back to the predictions here. So yeah, Team 17, Team 10. I mean, considering what we just saw in A Block, those two teams could probably beat anybody in A Block, in my opinion. But this block is pretty stacked because it also has Opemai. It has a legendary Zangief team with Momio and Ponimura. It has the LCQ. We don't even know who's gonna take that, but it's gonna be obviously a killer, right? It's not gonna be like some randoms. It's gonna be some strong players. My prediction is a Hawk team. I don't know why. I just feel it. My heart's telling me that's a random Hawk team is just gonna come through and pop fools. I don't know. Could be a Dalsum team, and like I said, it could be a Bison team. We don't got one of those yet. But that's B block. My prediction is gonna be the Psycho Dream versus the Opemai, or the Stomach Momio Ponimura team. I still have hope in them. I have hope in Zangief beating Balrog. It's a doo-doo match, but like, Balrog gotta play it out right. If you make one error against Zangief can kind of make you pay for it. And these are FT1s, right? With just two people you gotta beat. And this is Momio and Pony. You've seen Pony win so many, unfavorable matches with Zangief by picking the right time to screw and then rolling with it. So don't screw with the screw, man, or you get bopped. By the way, if anyone wants to know where I pulled the brackets from, it's from the Kan-Sho NPO Twitter. So you can check them out there because they're going to be posting the updates. They're going to post when the LCQ winner has been determined. They're going to post the results, obviously. So if you're not following them, like, obviously follow them for all your 2X stuff. I'm just trying to do my part to share, what's on a need to know at this point. All right, let's jump into C block. All right, so far, I think B block is pretty strong, and a heavy hitting round one match. All right, C block. All I see is Chicago Pizza. Should we start with that? Or are we going to have an argument about, Chicago Pizza is overrated, and then people are going to hate me because it's going to sound like I don't like anything about Chicago, and then, right? Is that what it usually turns into? Anyway, let's actually start from the bottom left then, shall we? This is Jamaican top team. Team number 23. It's Kato and Yuzuru DJ. Kato, of course, has been, on the rise. Really good DJ player. Oh, am I getting beat up in the chat? Yeah, it's Castro. I'm not trying to get. I'm telling you, man. They take it so serious. I have no comments to make about anyone from Chicago. The only comment I have is I don't want to get into an argument. I just leave it at that. Anyway, back to the bracket here. So the Kato Yuzuru team, they have to fight yet another Barlog team, which has a Hustler and shoot. Am I gonna be able to read this right now? Kina Kongutaro. Yeah, I mean, they're solid Balrog users, but I'm gonna have to give my boy Sean a shout out here. Sean FPA, if you're in the chat. Sean is in the minority belief that DJ beats Balrog. So, just off the strength of that, I'm gonna say, you know what? I have Kato and Yuzuru on this one. I feel like one of the last important sets that I saw Kato play, he dropped a couple of combos though. Like he was dropping some combos, but you know what? We're gonna let it rock. Yeah, blame Fujimon and Ito. Anyway, the winner of that, oh, this is hilarious, bro. This is come on, man. So the winner of that fights team number 6, which is a Honda team, Peroshi and Shogatsu. Shogatsu gonna play X Honda. Obviously, he's not gonna play S. Last year, I recall, maybe he teamed up with, I forget who. Maybe it was Hardest Boy or someone else, but they played S Honda. So here's the thing, right? DJ beats Honda like really bad in this game. So if they manage to beat the Balrog team, that Honda team, I'm not gonna say it's cake, because beating Peroshi and Shogatsu isn't cake, but in terms of the numbers, that's a good look for DJ. On the flip side, if the Balrog team wins, then Peroshi and Shogatsu, just like in A Block, right? That Honda team of Kloiwa and Aura, they got a shot at beating the Balrogs. So I like it's almost a mirror of A Block in that sense. Who do I think is going to come out on top? Let me be hypercritical after pull up another match here. Who do I think is going to come out on top? Here, you know what? I'll get you a match you want to see. This is Kazel versus Oils. Yoga Boy. So we'll get a European match on the stream. But who do I think is going to take the left side of C Block? What's my prediction here? I'm going to give it to I'm going to give it to Kato and Yuzuru. I think they got what it takes. Unless Shogatsu and Peroshi are able to weather the storm. Because, yeah, that DJ match is rough. Yeah, this is 1P Kazel. Just walking into combos right now. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to the DJ team. Team number 23. On the right-hand side, we'll start from the bottom. Chicago Pizza. So this has 4C Joe from Chicago. Mao from Pizza. No, so that's going to be another Balrog team. They fight another LCQ. That's TBD. So I feel bad for whoever they got to fight. Or I feel bad for whoever has to fight them, rather. Because that's, a crazy team. And then up top, you have... hey, we were just talking about this on the Dr. Pepper Boys. Fei Long versus Chun-Li. So this is the KRS and TFO. Black Cross. Versus... Hide and Seo. Chun-Li. Fei Long has traps against Chun, but Chun should still win. But Fei Long can be pretty annoying. Admittedly, I will say it. He can be annoying, but I still got Hide and Seo for that one. I think it's going to be Hide and Seo versus Mao and 4C Joe. As far as what happens after that, I don't know. It's hard to make a prediction since we don't have the LCQ down, but This bracket's got some sauce too. It's kind of all over the place. You know, it's got your Shogatsu Peroshi team. It's got a nice DJ team. It's got a good Fei Long team. Obviously, it's got Chicago Pizza, right? And then you got a good Chun team. This bracket is so far well-rounded, I think. It's just the matchups themselves are a little bit difficult to, you know, hit him with the unblockable Shinku there, or unblockable sweep rather. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that one. Kind of tough to call, but I wouldn't count out. Maybe it's gonna be the DJ team versus the Chun team, unless Chicago Pizza's got the sauce. If they got the marinara, then you know, then I suppose. But it's Mao. Anyway, alright. D Block. What's this backdoor beauty about? Am I about to get banned? Let's start from the bottom left, shall we? This is where the killers are. Okay, alright, alright. Oh man, ugh. D Block, brutal. Brutal. Team number 2. The team name is Guile. It literally just says Guile. And I like this one because the previous year was, if anyone remembers, it was Muteki's return to tournament. So Muteki and Kotaka Shoten teamed up last year. I think they got bopped like round 1, round 2. I forget against what team, but maybe it was the Ken team. Was it Marcus? I forget. Next year, what I'll do is, when I do a bracket analysis, I'll rewatch the previous year's tournament just so I can add additional context. That's a good takeaway. So the next tournament that happens, I'll revisit last year's so I can drop accurate lore. I can't just memorize everything. Alright. So it was Kotaka and Iwaki. So he teamed up more with a newer school Gal player, but Iwaki's been showing up. It's good on Iwaki. Definitely a student of the game. They're going up against Kamaraya and Nuku Nuku. It says Blanca, so I guess Kamaraya is not playing Ken this time around. Playing Blanca, another 55. Gonna be playing Blanca. Blanca Gal is not a terrible match for Blanca. Blanca can hold his own. Gal wins it by enough. But, I mean, it's Kotaka and Iwaki. I feel like Kotaka's got it. I've never seen Kamaraya play Blanca, though. So, I can eat my own words. Might. But I gotta go with Kotaka. Kotaka and Iwaki. The winner of that fight, and here we go. Speaking of return names, right? Return to tournaments. Nakamura is back, y'all. Nakamura is back. Gonna be fighting Haku. Or sorry, with Haku, alongside Haku. So Nakamura and Haku, old school and new school. And they will fight either a Blanca team or a Guile team. I think Guile. And, you know, people argue about it. And they say that, you know, Ryu wins, or sorry, Guile wins pretty free against Cammy. I don't have that opinion, but that's all I'll say. I think Cammy can fight the match. But, like, it wouldn't, in other words, it wouldn't be an upset if team number 24, if Haku, 89, if Haku and Nakamura, if they beat the Kotaka Iwaki team, that's not an upset. That's like, yeah, I could have told you that. So, keep your eyes on D Block. If you watch no other block, make sure you watch this one, because that's a nice match right there. Yo, what's up, Legalized Wrench? We're just doing a bracket analysis. Pretty much almost done. It's gonna be a short stream, but want to let people know what they can get themselves, what they're getting themselves into, for this weekend. Yeah, I'm doing well. Hoping to play some 2X this weekend myself. I gotta practice. Only have a few more days to train. All right, on the right hand side, okay, you have Kuroniku Blanca. Even though it says X Gal on team number 7, I'm pretty sure that he's gonna be playing Blanca. I'm not sure who their teammate is. I can't read that right now. But it's a Blanca team against LCQ. Imagine if the LCQ spot number 3 goes to a Hawk team. The Blanca takes that one, right? I mean, that's just how it would be. I don't know. We don't know. All we know is that they're going to fight the winner of Team 20 and Team 4, which is Neo and Kozuki Odin DJ. Kozuki Odin, if I recall, is from Italy. Neo had a real strong performance, getting second place at Kakerugo, teaming up with Marcus. They teamed up with Makiri, and now they're going to be enemies. So the backdoor beauties themselves. It's going to be Makiri and Matsun. They're teaming up once again. Last year, I think their team, Fujimi Blanca, thank you for checking that. Last year, their team name was Butterface, if I recall. Butterface. And now they're Backdoor Beauty. So D Block is the one to watch. So A Block is kind of, it didn't have as many Grandmasters. B Block was like, yeah, it's a couple matches to look out for. Especially the Psycho Dream, like the Vega Barlog match. And then Opemi's in that as well. And then C Block felt like balanced all around, but D Block has like all the teams that I want to see, right? I want to see Kozuki Odin. Oh yeah, that is lore 2022. When I say last year, I mean last year. That was the first ever X Rare. This is the second one. And so I want to see Kozuki Odin play. I'm excited to see more Neo matches. Neo is, from what was shared with me, an old school player and very strong DJ. Like, the way that he made DJ Blanca look, Yoga Boy, I'm not even sure if I could beat him with Blanca. You know? But yeah, he was on point. Of course, you have Matsun and Makiri. You know, they're the homies to root for. They're the legends, man. They're repping Ken. I think they're the only Ken team as well. There's a lot of Balrog representation, Chun-Li. But yeah, they're the only Ken team, man. Gotta root for them. Even with BIP, there's only one BIP team, Murasaki and Uvega. My Blanca, I don't know, man. I just press buttons. I think what makes me get away with stuff with Blanca is, like, I just try to read and react to things. Just play, like, very grounded. Character's kind of fun, but also, I don't know, a little weird. Anyhow, so my prediction for this one, Ken DJ is a tough match for Ken, but it's not impossible. It's just, you can die on one touch. But this is Marcus and Matsun, so I think I got, without knowing the LCQ team, I think I got the Backdoor Beauties making it out of this one. They would fight probably Nakamura and Haku. Like I said, I would not be surprised. It would not be an upset if the Cammy team beat the Guile team. It wouldn't be an upset at all. So, in fact, I guess what I'm trying to infer is, this is my prediction, right? Like, I'm predicting that the Cammy team makes it to the winners finals of this pool, or of this block, and they fight Backdoor Beauty. It's gonna be Ken Cammy. And the Ken team, I think they got this one, but it's gonna be tough because you got to get through DJ first, then you got to get through Blanca potentially if the Blanca team wins. Like, Ken Blanca is a pretty even match, so they have like a tough match and then an even match, and then after that they have a match that Ken even Ken Cammy is like, it's a pretty evenish match. So the Ken players don't really get much of a, they don't get much of a blessing in this bracket. This is a pretty, like, there's no top tier in this bracket. There's a Guile team, a Cammy team, a Blanca team, another Blanca team, Ken, and then DJ. Like, there's no Chun, Balrog, Bison, Esagat. It's a pretty, like, grounded. It's a pretty grounded bracket. All 4 of these blocks are completely different. So, I'm going to go from reverse up, and that'll pretty much be the end of it here. And these guys quit matches so fast. A lot of maintenance. A lot of maintenance on the side here. So I'm going to start from bottom up one more time here. So I think for D block, I'm going to say the winners finals will be the Cammy and the Ken team. This is the least predictable block, by the way. This block is, like, unpredictable. But this would be, like, I guess, what I would want to see. Even though I want Iwakigal and Kotaka to do well. Like, this is a return of Nakamura, man. Are you guys not hyped for that? And Haku, I mentioned on every stream, Haku's going to change the Cammy meta forever. Maybe this is all he needed. He needed a team up with Nakamura, and then his Cammy's going to excel to the next level that I've been talking about. But, yeah, Cammy and Ken. I think that's that's what we're going to get here. And because of the poster, right? So, we got to make it happen. D block as a conclusion. This one I have Kato and Yuzuru. So the DJ team against Horsey, Joe, and Mao. As much as like Hide and Seo, I don't know, man. Beating Mao. It's the power of the Chicago pizza. I'm gonna say that's the winners of this one. DJ versus Balrog. And then moving into B, my final prediction for this one. Opemai, the Balrog team versus Psycho Dream, Murasaki and Yu Vega. Yeah, that's my prediction for this one. And it would not be an upset if the Zangief team made it to the winners. It wouldn't be an upset. It's just not going to be likely because they got to go through Chun first. And then there's Balrog. But I don't know. That's my prediction. I would say, yeah, it's going to be Balrog team versus Psycho Dream. Sorry, Twin Claws. Like, yeah, Hokuto, you're the homie and all. But, like, come on. You guys are fighting the only BIP team. I can't not root for the BIP. Plus, like, the combination of Murasaki and Yu Vega, like, you guys don't... I gotta drop a little bit of knowledge here real quick. A little bit of random lore. These two players play the character on an exceptionally high level, right? Like, they're the best in the world with this character. Yet, their approach in every single matchup is completely different. So, like... If I told you, hey, if you want to learn the game, if you want to learn how to play BIP, watch Yu Vega and Murasaki, that's not going to help you. You can't watch both and be like, oh, I know what to do now. Because you can't apply the technique of one in a matchup and then apply the same technique of the other in the same matchup. They approach it completely different. You can't watch both and be like, I get it now. Because you're kind of going to be stepping over your own toes. Like, wait, why's he doing this? That's contrary to what the other dude is doing. And, you have to really understand that you got to define yourself as a player. What type of BIP player am I going to be? And then you kind of pull certain things. But, like, it's something that I changed my mindset on my last trip to Japan when I realized that, like, my playstyle with the character is... to be so unpredictable that I also don't know what I'm going to do next. Because if I know what I'm going to do next, there's a chance my opponent knows, and therefore I already lost the mind game. So that's kind of how I approach the character. I don't play in a predictable way. When I watch Yu Vega or Murasaki play, I know everything that they're going to do, even though they're completely opposite in their approach, but I know it. But they have a high success, like their win rate's high. So what does that tell you? That being unpredictable doesn't equate to wins. Instead, what ends up happening is I kind of mix myself up. I'm like, oh, I should have went for this thing instead of that thing. But these guys, in every situation, it's very clear to them what they're gonna do. So their thought process is more thoughtless. That's an oxymoron. But like, they don't need to think about it. Just kind of do it. Anyway, I'm going too deep into it. I'm going into my own psycho dream here. But the point I'm trying to make is like, if you guys could truly understand how different they are, how different they approach the game, and how you put these two brains together to be on the same team, it's kind of crazy. This is the only tournament format where you will see these guys team up. And then it makes you wonder, do they like exchange ideas, thoughts, opinions on a matchup? Do they disagree on things? Do they agree? Does Murasaki watch Juvega and say, oh, I like that, even though I would never do that because it doesn't suit my style? I like that, and vice versa. So having them be on the same team is kind of exciting just for that. It's a, what do they call it? A juxtaposition or something? So anyway, enough fanboying. It's Bip, y'all. That's it. Bip is a cool character. And then lastly, A Block. My prediction for this one is U and TZW versus Chloe 1 and Ara. Yeah, so it's gonna be Guile, Honda. Which means the Guile team can win that. They can make it out on winner's side top 8. That's pretty cool. Those are my predictions, fellas. Take it for what it's worth. But yeah, exactly, Yoga Boy. They know, like, there's no ambiguity in how they're gonna approach a match. In every type of situation against every type of player, they're content with their movement. There's no reason to, you know, adjust your own game plan. There's no reason to try to neutral jump a fireball and guard it at the same time. So yeah, it's gonna be a good tournament. The X-Rare is happening on Saturday. It's happening on the 12th. So I guess like tomorrow night, late night over here. If I'm awake, I will restream it. If not, I will restream it the morning of actual Saturday Pacific time here, which is most likely what I'm going to do. I'd rather be wide awake and not like a zombie commentating. So anyway, yeah, who do you guys think is going to win? Or who are you guys rooting for? It's not even who you think is going to win. Who are you guys rooting for? Just went over it. Just summarize it. Just told y'all who's who and what's what. I know who I'm rooting for. I think A Block, I'm rooting for the Gal team to make it out. B Block, well, it wouldn't be an upset. Balrog winning is not an upset. People are upset because Balrog wins, but Balrog winning is not an upset. It's expected. It's not an upset. I wonder how my day one Balrog would do, to be honest. I just... America winning is an upset? Yeah, we claim Hokuto now. He's Murica. But yeah, obviously, you know, want him to do well. You know, we always want our foreigners to do well. So, which is why I'm rooting for 4C Joe, y'all. Let's go, 4C Joe. I met 4C Joe at a couple tournaments now, and yeah, cool dude. So, let's go, 4C Joe. But I think for C Block, like, this isn't my prediction, but obviously for C Block, I'd want Peroshi and Shogatsu to do well, right? But I would also want Kato and Yuzuru to do well. I like Kato. He's cool. I don't know. But then Seiyo is always, like, exciting to watch as well. Even though, you know, Chun-Li can get pretty, you know, bleh. Seiyo innovates that character. It's fun watching Seiyo play Chun. He always does something new that you never saw before. Yeah, so I don't have a true favorite for this one. But, I guess off the Power Dash Chicago casserole. I'm gonna get beat up after the stream. And then D block, like you guys already know, I'm rooting for the Ken team, as well as Haku and Nakamura. Yeah, I just want people to stop treating Cammy like she's an unplayable character. And I think Nakamura and Haku are gonna... I mean, in Japan it's different, right? Like, people know the character is, like, good enough. But, like, and you know, everywhere else, oh, Cammy's just Garbo. And it's like, what? Stop. So, you know, I think we're finally gonna get that change here. And, yeah, that's my pick. As far as, like, LCQ, I don't see any Dalsim teams. So, Hakase and Suzuka, or Hakase and... shoot, his name slips my mind right now. One who likes to teleport all the time. Oh my goodness, what's wrong with me? Anyway, a Dalsim team can easily win LCQ. Kawasim, thank you, Norman. Right, like, that's easily, if that's an LCQ team in this bracket right here, if they take the LCQ team 3, Blanca team is doomed. The DJ team is doomed. The Ken team is probably doomed. Like, not doomed because, you know, Matsun excels, but like, think about how much that would change this block. Because all of those other 3 teams are gonna be, oh crap. Yeah, anything can happen. You know, these predictions, take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Short and sweet. Check it out at Big One. They're gonna be the ones streaming it. Shout outs obviously to Kan-Sho NPO for organizing these tournaments. Yeah, X-Rare is a cool format, and yeah, make sure y'all tune in. That's all. And also, you know, music, support your boy Marcus. I was gonna do like a giveaway type thing, like raffle off some vinyls, but I haven't had the time to organize how I wanted to do that. I wanted to do something like that, like maybe during one of the restreams I'll do like raffles or something, but I don't know. Someone hit me up on the side and tell me the best way of facilitating that. Yeah, so it's a 4-day event this weekend. Day 1 is going to be the East-West with Shogatsu. Day 2 is going to be this event, X-Rare. Day 3 is going to be Wai Wai Cup, which just streamed that yesterday. Talked about the teams and whatnot. And then day 4 is going to be... It was first supposed to be Mao building a matchup chart or something, but they just updated the website this morning, and it's going to be Mao FT5, and if you win, he buys you a drink or something. So I don't know if they're still sticking to the matchup chart thing, or if it's just going to be FT5s with Mao. So stay tuned, because I don't know. I'm just giving you guys the latest update on that. But anyway. Alright, I'm going to work on some random SLB stuff, and hit up... I got to hit up Vodka for something too. So hopefully I got my fight stick fixed, and I can play some 0-3 tonight. That'll be fun. But yeah, y'all just tune into my bracket analysis and predictions. Get the Keeper if you can. It's a good album. These aren't all the tracks, by the way. I just play the instrumentals. And yeah, I'm gonna ride off into the sunset. Appreciate everyone who hung out. Short stream. I'll try to get some more BGs. Yoga Boy, I can't train, bro. What am I gonna do? Play online? I'm just gonna wing it. I'm just gonna wing XSB, yo. Just go there and whatever happens, happens. I'm just gonna get off the plane just like this. You know what? I need Saber, Kyokuji, and Choi to come with me. Then I'll feel like I'm unstoppable. I'll feel like there's no way I can lose. Alright, y'all. Be easy, and see you all very soon. Peace out.